Welcome back, guys. We are about to see a pretty awesome game here at the GSL Team League Finals. I am Doe. With me is Moltrap, and there is Marine King Prime. He's going to try to get a win for his team against that guy, StarTale Bomber, taking a little nap, it looks like,
he doesn't
for
care.
his game. It was a long TVZ. He beat Marine King in the Code S round of 32 just a couple days ago, but Marine King wants revenge.
Yeah.
And he wants it on Xel'Naga Fortress.
Xel'Naga Fortress is his map of choice.
And that's a map that I feel like Marine King can really play like Marine King wants to, you know? It's one of those maps where tank lines are really strong, but there's plenty of room to get good positioning against said tank lines, which I think will be something that Marine King is maybe more interested in doing.
That is definitely a good point there. We are going to get started here in just a moment on Xel'Naga Fortress. Again, everything on the line for Bomber. And there's other players behind Marine King, but his pride is on the line here. We're going to find out who's going to win here at the GSTL.
And up here at the top left part of the map, GSL Xel'Naga Fortress, we have one of the most popular players in StarCraft 2. He is
Prime Wing.
Everybody loves Marine King.
Not everyone.
Everyone. He's got an awesome keyboard.
Good point.
And he's got pink headphones.
I stand corrected.
That says something. Cheering for Marine King, most likely. It's Kong is what it says. And on the right side of the map is our Blue Terran player from the team StarTale.
StarTale, Bomber.
Can he keep his team's hopes alive in the GSTL? He's got quite the road ahead of him. Even if he beats Marine King, he's still got to face, I believe it's 2 more players from the Prime team now.
I believe so, yeah.
Because this is only the 3rd one they've had to send out. Anyang and Creator, man, they've been doing quite well. Gas first for Bomber, and a Barracks first for Marine King. Now keep in mind, some changes with patch 1.4. Barracks do take 5 in-game seconds longer to complete, and the big one is that Hellions do, the Blue Flame upgrade for them rather, does +5 damage rather than +10 damage to light units. And that makes a big difference in TVT. Now you can't 2-shot Marines anymore. You can't 2-shot SCVs anymore. But apparently you can still hit the Windows key sometimes. That happens. The patch didn't help with that, you know. Oh well, that's the thing with the patch.
That option
the patch sometimes actually messes with your settings, so you don't have the Windows key.
Maybe it was then.
Yeah, it could be. Oh well.
Yeah, I was looking at these guys' recent histories. Bomber, of course, beat Marine King just the other day in Code S, but they both lost to Ryung in that series.
Yeah, very true.
What that means, though, is Marine King is he lost to 2 Terrans in his Code S group, so his TVT not looking the best. He had good but maybe questionable TVT in Code A. He barely did manage to beat a couple Terrans, Jokji and someone else, who were losing to Ganji, but anyway, point being, I think Bomber's TVT has historically been better, but he also has lost to a couple Terrans recently, so he might be off a little bit.
No, I think we're going to see Bomber go for Banshees here, and a big reason for that is because, again, Blue Flame Hellions aren't as effective in TVT by quite a bit, and the other thing is that Marine King tends to only Command Center first or 1-Rax Gasless expand in TVT, and when your opponent does that, you go for Fast Cloak Banshees, or just Fast Banshees in general, you can kill a lot of Marines with that, because they won't have any upgrades, they'll just be regular old Marines. And I think that's what Bomber is going to go for, starting his command center on the low ground as well. Marine King has, to a certain extent, become a little bit predictable in TVT. He really only does one of those 2 openings most of the time.
Bomber, you know what? He actually might go for blue. He is. He's going for Blue Flame Hellions anyway.
Oh, what do you know? All right, well, 3 shots isn't much more than 2 shots, and players are just going to need to make it work. That is a lot of barracks for Marine King. 5 barracks. 1 done, 4 more on the way. This game is about to get pretty interesting.
That's really interesting.
Oh, is he going to see the
spot it?
Factory? Well, even if he did,
I'm going to check.
It would have been. Well, he knows the factory's out there.
He saw the factory. He didn't see the add-on.
Yeah. So he knows that it will either be Blue Flame Hellions or it will be some sort of Hellion drop, or
Yeah,
it will
but
be Banshees.
He's not expecting Blue Flame Hellions, so...
He might be. You never know. Oh, nice shot there, hitting a couple of the Marines.
Well,
And if he makes enough Hellions, this could do very well against against what Marine King has.
now, here's the thing is, Blue Flame Hellions, they won't be able to two-shot Marines anymore.
Yes.
But if you have 2 shots from a Hellion and 1 Marine shot, it will kill a Marine. As opposed to 2 shots from a
That's very
Hellion
true.
and, 2 or 3 shots, depending on the situation.
There's also the possibility that Marine King is just going to push with a ton of Marines before Bomber has enough chance to get enough Hellions out to deal with this as well. That, again, is a ton of barracks. He's going to be able to push out so many Marines here.
He's trying to get some pot shots off on this group.
Marine
Shows
King
the Blue
is...
Flame upgrade. He's trying to draw them away from his... Oh, no, actually, no, I thought he was going a different direction. He's drawing him back to his base, slowing him down.
Oh, he's going to just chase
That is a
all
ton of
the way
Marines. The
back.
bunker's almost complete.
Oh,
Is he
he
going to
gets
complete?
it.
The bunker completes.
Does it really matter, though? The DPS is so high from those Marines. He's just going to go up the ramp, do some scouting, I guess, too. Takes out all the Hellions, and keep in mind, think of how many barracks there are at home again. Here
Get in
comes
that bunker. Get in the bunker.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
That was close.
Hellions, double Hellions are being produced right now.
Yep.
And Marine King is actually going home.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a little bit too risky to do something like this. He's going to just produce a ton of Marines, try to
So close.
get a massive amount, and then just kind of concentrate on his splitting and control here
Whoa.
to win the game.
Whoa. Marine King is actually building 4 tech labs right now on his barracks.
Oh, very
He's going to
interesting.
go for some mass marauders, it looks like, or Marauder Marine.
He saw the factories of Bomber. He knows that Bomber is going mech, so he's going to want to be prepared. Marine King is being one step ahead of Bomber right now. This could work out very well for him.
It could indeed. Bomber is 10, 15 supply behind.
Now, the one thing that Marine King will have to deal with is the fact that Siege Mode is going to be finished by the time he gets there.
I just want to point out the fact that if Marine King had spread his Marines out instead of clumping them up, he would have won the game. Just going to throw that out there.
It's possible. He was doing a lot of damage.
Well, he almost broke Bomber, but those Hellions,
Salvage.
3 Hellions managed to kill almost all of those Marines. I mean, it's not for sure, but he had them clumped up, and so the Hellions were able to do tons of damage. That's all.
Yeah, hitting 2 or 3
out here.
hitting 2 or 3 Marines at a time does make a big difference in a push like that for sure. Marine King getting a pretty quick +1, getting the concussive shells. He wants to be able to slow down those Hellions. And this is interesting. I love this. I feel like we're seeing Marine King go back to Marine King style. This is the Marine King from Open Season 2,
Yeah, just mass bio going on. Not even any medevacs.
It's actually just crazy how many bio units you can produce in such a short time if you make that many barracks.
Concussive shells almost catches those Hellions. They're actually going to run back into... Nope, not going to run back into the fire. But 2 siege tanks are behind there.
Let's see
The
if
third
he
siege
spreads
tank, he
well
needs to
enough.
siege it up, get some SCVs in the way.
Oh, he's got his units kind of clumped up. Is he going to go for it? No, he's going to turn around. Yeah, 3 siege tanks. There's way too much to attack into. He wasn't really expecting those, I think.
Yeah.
He kind of just ran his clump of units right in there. That
Well,
didn't work out too well.
If the siege tanks had been unsieged or out of position, he could have just sniped them. So it was worth prodding, I think. But yeah, Bomber just barely got his stuff in the position just in time to hold that off. He has to play defensive, though, so Marine King can basically do what he wants right now, and he is, in fact, making another command center to take a third with.
Yeah, I was going to say, he could be taking a third right now. He's got the mobility. Bomber doesn't. Salvage, 75 minerals.
Seems like it's a power-up or something now. Like
I know. So congratulations. You just won 75 minerals.
I wonder if people are actually going to think that it's some kind of advantage, and they're going to start making buildings and canceling them to get extra minerals.
Maybe in the Bronze
Well, that's what I mean.
where they have destructible rocks at all the shows.
There are people that have done sillier things in the Bronze League.
I suppose. I've never been in Bronze League, so.
And I'm not saying that it's, I'm not trying to offend Bronze Leaguers. It's just that some people, when you don't know anything about a game, you just literally don't know what to do. So.
Yeah, it's fun. That's why we play StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
Have fun.
And he does have that starport now with the reactor on it, so he can start pumping out double medevacs as well to go along with his bio army.
Now, this is a pretty scary push coming up for Bomber right now. He's going to go and check for that third where a lot of Terran players do decide to take it. He's not going to find it there. And, then he's going to try to push up on Marines naturally. He can get stuff on the low ground. he doesn't really have a lot of air to get vision into the main. And Marine King, oh, he does see it.
Sees it.
And he's got to get ready. It's an okay spread. The Hellions a little bit out of position there.
And Bomber's actually going to slowly siege up. He's not going to just siege all of his tanks and unsiege them all. He's going to put them in tiers and leapfrog forward. This is so safe. This is going to be really effective, but Marine King's trying to find a spot when he's unsieged, but he's just not unsieging all of his tanks ever.
Oh,
he's going in for the kill.
Marine King could be splitting his units so much better, but he's not. What is Marine King doing?
And Bomber breaks the huge bio ball of Marine King. He's now pushing into the expansion. SCV's coming off the line.
Where's the great control we saw from Marine King in the past? He's going to be able to clean this up.
Wow.
But he took a lot of damage doing it.
Well, that was actually a big deal, though. He killed a ton of tanks there.
Yeah, he's going to be able to reproduce faster. I mean, he does have a little bit of a supply advantage now. But, just like, I just cringe when I see people move, bioforces in there like that with it all clumped up. I mean,
yeah, well, I mean, if Bomber had done that and then somehow managed to escape with all those tanks, he would have had the game in the bag. But at this point, Marine King is actually still ahead. He's going to be able to take his third faster and reproduce his army faster. Bomber is going to have to play defensively until he gets a few more tanks.
Yep. And a pretty powerful drop coming in from Marine King right now. Bomber doesn't have a whole lot to deal with this. He's got just a couple siege tanks. He's got some Hellions as well, and those are mostly Marauders. Those are going to be pretty good against those Hellions. And how much damage is Marine King going to be able to do if he can kill the factories? That will actually be huge.
Oh my gosh. Marine King is in the production facilities of Bomber. He's got a 20 supply lead. Marine King could get his revenge and take the win for his team right here if Bomber does not pull off a miracle to hold this off. He's in amidst the production facilities. Everything going down. So many SCVs. Bomber down to just 31 SCVs at this point. Desperately fighting to stay alive here. The Marines are barely going to clean that up.
Yeah, he killed a lot of SCVs with that drop. That helped quite a bit. And got away with most of his medevacs too.
Bomber barely clings to life, but he is at half the supply and half the economy of Marine King right now.
Marine King might get his revenge after all. We'll see. Things tend to change fairly rapidly in TVT, so the game is certainly not over.
No,
but
well,
Marine King has a large lead.
Marine King's going to have to make a mistake for Bomber to get back in this. He's going to have to throw away his units on some tank fire or something like that, have bad positioning.
Well, it's strange. We're just not used to Terran players having so many barracks so quickly to be able to produce their bio so fast, An engagement like the one we saw where he lost so many Marines and Marauders, things are so clumped up, you're like, oh man, I don't know what's going to happen, but Marine King just had the production capabilities to deal with that.
Marine King's looking to take a fourth base. Bomber does not even have the spare money to build a command center to try and attempt taking a third right now. That's how desperate of a situation he's in.
Well, this is really what you need to do if you're in Marine King's situation too. He's making a lot of command centers. He knows that Bomber can't really pressure him. Just going to expand, have a ton of economy. Essentially, he's almost playing it like a Zerg would in ZVT. If you've got your opponent more or less contained, you just take a lot of bases and swarm them. You can afford to throw away those units if you can reproduce them fast enough. Yeah,
I feel like Bomber has decided, you know what? I can't take a third. There's just no way I'm going to... I think he's decided the only way I'm going to win this is to build up a maxed ball of mech units and move out for one big push. And hope my maxed army beats his maxed army, because that's what he's doing. He's just turtling off two bases. He does not look to even be thinking to take a third base right now. Except for the third command center at the bottom of his base. Never mind.
That's kind of the philosophy behind mech as well. You want to save up until you have that big army.
I don't think he can move out and actually use that third command center, though.
Oh, with the siege tank positioning, he might be able to, but it will be pretty difficult. Marine King will be able to just come in and try to snipe it too, so yeah, it'll be hard.
Yeah.
More barracks being added on, a lot more tech labs and reactors going down as well. Marine King taking more bases. And like you said, Bomber just has to be patient right now. He just has to build up that death ball, eventually move out and try to kill Marine King.
Yeah, Marine King's army is so mobile. If he tries to take 12 or 5, if he tries to take one of those side bases, then Marine King could just drop it or snipe it and run away. If he tries to take the one right next to his base, it'll still be really difficult to get a position there. So Bomber's just going to chill in his base and try and max out here.
And it looks like we've got a push coming in from Marine King. A lot of tanks sieging up on the high ground, though. I don't know how well this is going to work. We'll see how many he can kill. Here we go. That's a lot of tanks, but the bio for Marine King doing so much damage. Again, just ripping through the mech army of StarTale Bomber.
Bomber pulling SCVs, barely trying to defend this. He's got almost nothing left.
Yep,
The mules come
the
down
mules.
from Marine King.
Yep.
Oh, Marine King dropping mules on Bomber. Bomber's favorite way to tell his opponents to leave his game, and he's getting it done to himself. And it looks like this is barely going to get pushed back, but basically, Marine King says, I'm maxed out, I have higher production, I'm just going to throw my money at him, and he's at the point of breaking StarTale Bomber down to 60 supply.
Yep, and with the medevacs giving vision, that is going to be about it. Marine King 70 supply ahead right now. Bomber just losing his units way faster than he can produce them at this point.
Yeah, Marine King basically just has a ton of barracks. GG!
And Prime!
Marine King has taken the win for Prime and gotten his revenge for Code S.
Yeah, and how about that? StarTale Bomber wasn't able to pull through in the end, and Marine King, someone who has struggled in the Team League, finally comes through for Prime in perhaps their most important game ever in the Team League. Prime wins. They're going on to face TSL.
Wow. So, Prime not performing very well at all in the greater league, pulls it together with an awesome and dominant win in the playoffs.
Yeah, wow, they really showed StarTale Bomber, you know, what was up there. I mean,
yeah.
Greater Prime played so well, got 2 wins. Anyang Prime came in, got 2 wins. And Marine King came in, finished the job.
Finished it off.
Yep.
There we go. The Prime fans here are just going crazy.
I know,
yeah.
there's
so many thrilled.
There's so many Prime fans here, actually.
And the Marine King fans. Oh,
I don't know what's going on there.
they're doing the crazy dance and celebration.
No, someone's electrocuting Marine King.
I have no idea what's going on there.
Well, sometimes it's just fun to dance, Moltrap.
Seemed like a very specific dance to me. I don't know.
I guess so. I don't know. I've seen a couple different situations, but I've done it. Remember, Marine King did that dance at the show match before the Code S finals too. Remember when they named him MVP?
I didn't see that one.
Oh well, you missed out. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So that is going to be it for our Team League match tonight. Pretty exciting. A result a lot of people weren't expecting. Yeah, Prime taking down StarTale, but they just played better. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It's not like it's, you know, if you see those games, doesn't seem like much of a surprise. And all the people that Prime put out played really well tonight. Very cool.
Yeah, so
I love the Team League, man.
That means that Prime is going to go on to face TSL in the semifinals. Here's the results. July Zerg mysteriously got upset in Game 1, but it didn't turn out to be that mysterious as Creator took another game off of Ace and took Curious to a very precarious situation a couple times before going down. Anyang, another relatively unknown player, came in and took out Curious, and then Squirtle. Bomber looked to be on a roll by taking out Anyang with ease, but Marine King shut him down with some mass bio and took the win for Prime.
Classic Marine King style. Just making a lot of bio and throwing it at the opponent.
My prediction was correct in that I thought it was going to be 5-2, but I thought it was going to be 5-2 in favor of StarTale, man.
I think a lot of people were thinking that, but this is good. I mean, it's really cool for Prime fans. It's been a long time coming. Prime, I feel like, is finally coming together as a team. They sure showed it today. But how will they do against TSL, man? I mean, that is going to be a tough match. That's a tall order. I mean, StarTale is one thing, but TSL, that is a tough team to beat. In fact, they're so tough, nobody's beaten them yet.
I mean, when they met before, they got 4-1'd by TSL in the normal league, so not going to look, I mean, just they sent out Marine King, they sent out Polt, they sent out Bung Bung. All of them got taken out relatively easily by TSL before.
Yeah.
So, although Puma was there, he got a 3-kill on that, and he's no longer on TSL.
Oh, that's true. That is true. It's been a little while since they've played each other. Yeah. Interview time, guys. Let's see what our winners have to say.
6강 1일차 경기는요. 바로 프라임 B팀이 승리했는데요. 프라임 B팀의 MVP와 또 감독님 인터뷰 해보도록 하겠습니다. 자, 이정원 선수입니다. 프라임 B팀의 MVP 선수인데요. 콩댄스 정말 잘 봤어요. 저번보다 훨씬 나아졌던데요.
And of course the MVP is Marine King Prime.
오늘 콩댄스를 같이
Not surprising.
같이 두 명이서 췄는데 그 옆에 선수가 천사소녀 전영수 선수인데
네네.
네, 그 선수가 오늘 생일이에요.
아.
근데 이제 생일
생일
선물로
선물이군요.
저희 4강 플레이오프 진출을 생일
Oh, I
선물로
see. So Marine King said I danced with Netty Prime.we because
정말
it's
최고의
Netty's
생일
birthday,
선물이
so
아닌가 싶습니다.
I wanted to celebrate his
오늘
birthday
MVP
with him.
전쟁 되면서 정말 두 마리 토끼를 잡은 거예요. 최진호 선수에게 복수도 하고 또 팀을 플레이오프에 진출하게 또 만들기도 하고 어떤가요 지금 기분이?
일단 제가 여태까지 이제 팀 리그를 하면서 굉장히 저조한 성적에 팀에 큰 도움도 못 되고 계속 안 좋은 모습만 많이 보여드렸었는데 이번에 이제 제가
Says,
처음으로
I wasn't very helpful to
마무리를
my
하게
team
되고
throughout the GSTL, so I'm
굉장히
glad I
좋은
could finally
스코어로
come in and get the big victory today.
가장은 아니지만 이제 굉장히 세다고 생각하는 스타테일 팀을 이기게 돼서 정말 기분이 좋고요. 개인 리그와는 또 다른 정말 행복인 것 같아요.
He says I'm happy that we were able
이정훈
to defeat a
선수
very
제가
strong team like
MLG
StarTale.
올랜도 대회 나간다고 들었어요. 또 해외 팬들이 모금해준 후원금으로 나간다 해서 화제가 되게 많이 됐었는데 이정훈 선수 인기가 많은 줄 알았지만 이 정도까지는 몰랐습니다. 어떻게 된 거예요?
저도 잘 이렇게 모르고 있었는데 해외 팬분들이 모금까지 하셔가지고 제가 MLG에서 경기하는 모습을 보고 싶다고 그렇게
He says the foreign fans also raised enough money for me to fly to MLG Orlando, so I'm really thankful to all my foreign fans.
MLG에서도 좋은 모습
That's very generous.
보여드리도록 하겠습니다.
Yeah, it's cool.
네, 경기도 잘하시고 말씀도 참 잘하시네요. 네, 고맙습니다. 네, 감사합니다. 네, 그리고 감독님 말씀을
they're gonna
들어보지 않을
interview
수가
the coach
없습니다.
of
박인식
Prime,
감독님
known
정말
as Gerard
축하드려요.
Prime.
어떠신가요?
감사합니다.
네.
지금 정말 굉장히 기쁘고요. 일단 열심히 해준 이제 오늘 승리를 거둔 그리고 뭐 패배를 했던 선수들을 떠나서 오늘 열심히 해준 선수들한테 가장 고맙고 저희가 이제 프라임장을 오픈하면서도 좀 많이
So I'm very happy today about the
와중에도
win, and I'm really thankful for our players.
정말 열심히 해주고 또 많은 팬분들이 응원을 해주셨어요. 그래서 정말 이 주위에 많은 분들 때문에 저희가 지금 이렇게 잘할 수 있는 것 같고
Our players are
앞으로도
practicing
이
very
기대를
hard,
보여서 꼭
and our
이번에
fans are supporting us a
결승
lot.
우승까지 정말 열심히
So we're happy
최선을
to be able to show them a win.
네, 알겠습니다. 선수 기용에 대해서 물어보지 않을 수가 없어요. 이정훈 선수를 제외하고는
And he says we want to
덜
beat
알려진
TSL so we can
선수가
become
있다는
champions of
말이에요.
GSTL Season 1.
네, 선수의 기용에 그런 기준이 특별히 있었는지 궁금합니다.
일단 저희 팀 내에서 가장 열심히 하는 선수들이 거의 다 열심히 하지만
네네.
그 중에서도 정말 열심히 해서 아직 알려지진 않았지만 실력으로 따지면은 거의 뭐 최상급이라고 다 생각하는 선수들이 아직 많이 있어요. 지금
네네.
오늘 보여준 선수 외에도 지금 저희 팀에 엔트리에 들어있는 모든
Says
선수들이
all our players
정말 그만한 기량을
practiced
가지고
a
있기
lot,
때문에
but today I picked the
앞으로
players that I
저희가
felt had the
플레이오프나
most
결승전에
practice.
더 많은 새로운 선수들이나 카드 전략을
Such as
좀
Creator Prime, as we
보여드리도록
just saw.
하겠습니다.
네, TSL 경기 다음 주 목요일에 있죠. 거기서 또 확인해 볼 수 있는 건가요?
Says, and I hope to show off more of our new players in the
알겠습니다.
GSTL
말씀
League.
감사합니다. 네. 네, 저는 오늘의 승리팀이죠. 프라임 B팀을 만나봤습니다. 저는 내일
Yeah, so really cool match today. There you have it, our MVP and the coach for Prime. They're pretty happy, and as well they should be. I mean, coming out of relative obscurity in the team league to really trounce StarTale. So yeah, really great match. And tomorrow, let's talk about tomorrow's match, man. That's
Yeah.
going to be exciting. I can't wait to see that incredible Miracle versus MVP. That is going to be insane, man.
That is going to be pretty off the hook.
Yeah,
Going to
no
be some
kidding.
really, really. I mean, this was kind of a battle of teams with not too many like big name players. I mean, July is a big name, Marine King's a big name, but you know we're going to see MVP, Lucira, maybe Nesty, that kind of caliber player in the match tomorrow.
Well, I am been holding Nesty back this entire team league. I mean, if they don't pull him out tomorrow, I don't know, Nesty. What's up, man? Why aren't you playing the team league? So we'll see what happens. I mean, they may not even really need him, too. I mean, with players like MVP and Lucira. Yeah, so let's take a look at our brackets one more time. Obviously, we just saw Prime take down StarTale. They're going to go on to face TSL. Now, tomorrow, we mentioned, it's going to be Incredible Miracle versus MVP. And the winner of that will go on to face NS Hoso. And don't forget, guys, Arena of Legends this weekend. This tournament has been so much fun to
been
cast
really
and
cool.
see. Group C on Saturday is going to be MVP Dongri Gu, I'm MVP, and EG Huck. That'll be awesome. And Sunday's group is going to be StarTale July, Slayers Boxer, and Dignitas Naniwa. Man, this AOL tournament, this is so good. It's only like $5, so if you guys haven't gotten it yet, get it. I mean, look at these matches. And the games have been really good, too, so
Yeah, it's
No reason not to.
been really, really exciting games. I'm really excited to see Huck MVP rematch
Yeah.
in the AOL.
Well, seeing the July and Boxer sort of rivalry that's gone on in StarTale, not StarTale, in StarCraft
Star
2,
2.
I've been saying StarTale too many times tonight, is been really good. And right now, Boxer is in the lead in that rivalry, actually. So it'll be interesting to see how those guys face up. How Arena of Legends works is it's a round-robin, sort of a best-of-3 event. So it's 3 best-of-3s. And then if it ends up being a tie, they do a best-of-1 round-robin again to determine the first, second, and third place winners for that. And I believe it's the first and second go on to the next stage in the tournament. Just the first place.
Just the first person in each of the 4 groups.
That is it.
And then so this weekend is going to be the last 2 groups, and then the next weekend is going to be the semifinals on Saturday and the finals on Sunday.
Yeah,
So,
short and sweet.
short, sweet,
The
and very
games are
sweet.
so
it is.
good, though. It's called Arena of Legends, man, because it is only filled with legends.
Yeah. And don't forget, of course, tomorrow we have that GSTL match in the evening for the other GSTL playoffs.
Yeah.
And before that is going to be actually more Code, the end of the round of 16. The last half of the round of 16 is going to be tomorrow.
Code has been
in the
so
afternoon.
good this season,
There have been
man.
so many ridiculous
Yeah.
games in Code this season. And we
wanna
say
see
that every
Zergs
season, I think,
Well,
though.
it's so true. I mean, Code
It's
is
always
just a
very
great tournament,
exciting.
man. I don't know what to say. If you want to see Zergs and Protoss, that's the tournament for you.
to watch.
I mean, don't
It's
miss
true.
Code S, though, too. I mean, I really
got-
like it. I love TVT. That's why. I think that's it for today, though.
Yeah, we got a Zerg in every match tomorrow, I believe, so
Yeah.
for Code. So tune in then. Thanks very much for watching. I am Moltrap. With me here is Doe. We hope you guys enjoyed watching this very much. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell people you don't know. We'll see you later.